stop your shit, I'm the shit, just give it up. Everything is okay, even when I'm not.
Time to bring it to the table.
You can hear me, and everybody else can hear you too. What's good, my G?
Same shit, my G. Same shit. Yo, first and foremost, I wanted to tell you, my nigga, that Purpose podcast,
Yeah.
dope.
Thank you.
Like, when I say dope, I literally mean dope, my G, because you gave a piece of your brain for me knowing you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was like, he's really talking to niggas. You get what I'm saying? Like, you was really, like, digging deep in your cranium, and it was just, like, just talking, like, off of E&J, a blunt, and a bogey, and just talking. You get what I'm saying? And I was like, this shit is dope. Like, I was sitting back talking to you and shit, like we was FaceTiming, my nigga. Like, that's my nigga. That's real shit. That's true. But I disagree on that, and this, that, and third, and yada, yada, yada. You know how that shit go. But I was like, damn, I need to talk to my G. That's why I was hitting you up so many times after that shit. Like, yo, bro, that shit was ill, and I need more of those.
Nah, I got I'll be honest. I got a lot full in the stash right now. Like, all I've been doing, like, first and foremost, yo, I'm gonna introduce you. Though this is my best friend of like 20 years. My man Joaquin. He's been in Florida for a minute. I got he's been hitting me up on giving me congratulations on my progress, and we've been speaking about trying to get something like this going for a while. So it was like it had to happen, you know. So I'm grateful that you called. I'm grateful that I figured all this shit out so I can arrange these things and I have to depend on nobody for them. And yeah, so here we are. First and foremost, thank you. You know, like I greatly super duper like appreciate the reaching out. Like I didn't expect, you know, when I was procrastinating for a super long time on this podcast. Like I was procrastinating, and I even have a song. I say, like, I promised that I'll start my podcast up in August. I said that last month, though. Damn, I can't stunt, yo. Procrastination been my habitation from the jump, though. I seen it in my seams, how tight I bear the seams, but I don't hate my family, see? I love my family tree. So pointing fingers at them is pointing fingers at me. They only made the mistake so I could learn the lesson. With no religion, still a privilege to receive the blessing. And like everything that I've been doing music-wise has been directly reflecting what's on the inside of me. But I've been feeling like music only allows me to project half the story. You know what I mean? Music don't allow me to. You can only fit with so many words. Yeah, you can only, it's poetry, and then.
Unless you do it Joe Buttons, you know what I mean? Spit like 100,000 bars on a song. You get what I'm saying? It just
I'll send you. I'll send you. When we get off the phone, I'll send you some of the music I've been fucking with. But I got truthfully, I got about 4 songs that I'm spazzing. I'm going 4 minutes straight. Like the last one I just did was speaking about it's called I gotta carry a flow, and I'm just speaking to me having to carry everything. Like my first verse there is like, imagine me telling you go and live without, heart removed, fatal wound, left the blood spout from the page on the page from the brain. There was no doubt. All the pain that I faced got me zoned out. Like, and then it was getting under my skin that like Quest was only calling me back at like 1, 2 in the morning when he was drunk, and it was like that shit was really getting to me because, you know, we lost so many friends, and the last thing I want to think about or have on my mind is my friend being sick or dying or in just not good health. You know, all that really weighs heavy on my heart because I seen addictions take people. So like I made a 4-minute song just letting shit go. Like I love writing end to end on a page. I think that writing a hook prevents my brain it challenges my brain to try to make something that's worth entertaining in a sense and for the structure of music, but at the same time it's like it's almost like it's holding my creativity back because now I gotta I did 17 bars, I gotta delete one. Fuck out of here. Like, you know, that shit, that's the only thing that I find like a little bit annoying when it comes to the structure of music. But I mean,
but I know you a person of needing, like me and you are very similar. So you understand what I'm saying? So I know you a person of needing to talk. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And get the thoughts out of the brain. So that's why I say that the podcast and you just the way, you know what I mean, just sat down, but even if it wasn't in front of a camera, you get what I'm saying? If it was just audio,
Mm-hmm.
you get what I'm saying? Like just you just sitting down and just letting everything just pour out of your brain is good. You get what I'm saying? And I was telling you that around, you know what I mean, around those times, I was like, yo, bro, you gonna need an outlet. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you've been saying that
And
for a while, like. And
that's a great outlet. You get what I'm, like I could tell like it's beneficial to you. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. Like it's beneficial to you to just sit down and just, you know, with some of that brown water, you get what I'm saying, and just sit back and just let it all out in the brain. You get what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, this is dope, and this is something I know that it's helping him. Even if, you know what I mean, even if a person don't see it at the time, it's helping. You get what I'm saying? Like that's something I was like, damn, I wish I could have did that shit fucking 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You get what I'm
Yo,
saying? Like just to be talking.
that's the sick part about it too, because I remember, you know, this was after you went to Florida, but I remember being in my parents' room, being in my parents' house, and because I had nobody to talk to, I used to do these vlogs in my computer and talk to myself. And when I would look back at them, I would get so bugged out at myself because one, I was on drugs. Two, just the fact of looking back at myself, even hearing myself on track, like I've always had a huge insecurity. Like I don't know how niggas edit their own videos. Like comedians, a lot of
Yeah.
comedians they edit their own videos and it's because they want the best for themselves. But I know the other half of that is, yeah, it's sometimes a bitch to fucking keep looking at yourself, and then you know you start to realize little things about yourself. When I used to look at myself in my vlogs, I used to be like, okay, I really had a problem. Like I really in that time, I really had issues I had to work out, and they worked
Yeah, that's
themselves out.
because that's because we are our worst critics. You get what I'm saying? So you start seeing the little things that you think the next person gonna see. You
Facts,
get what I'm saying? So
facts.
that's why I like shit raw, bro. You know what I mean? Like I like it raw to where it's like no editing, no. You know what I mean? Like yo, damn, son, we shouldn't have said that. Oh, fuck it, nah, leave that shit on there, my nigga. You know what I mean? Because you never know. The key about a lot of shit is you never know what the next person gonna take and be like, oh, yeah, that's dope because it was raw, or that's dope because they edited it, or that's dope because you know what I mean. Like you just never
Not
know. So
and
I
that's
just push it out just to be pushing it out there.
and that is the you just said the biggest deal of like that is the biggest deal in all this that I didn't give myself like enough like I didn't pay attention to that fact that it's not in the moment in which it's being made after it's made it's no longer made for me. When I'm making it and when I need something to harken back on things I've made, those are there to make me happy cuz I did it. But after it's made, it's no longer for me. It's for the audience, whoever that
Exactly.
audience may be cuz I may not have a target audience just yet because of my learning process and I'm getting there, but whoever that target audience must be, it's there for them. It's there for that person that goes on YouTube, right? And has like and wants to look up purpose. Just say somebody goes on YouTube and just looks up the word purpose. And
Exactly.
because of the algorithms or because I got a lot of hits or yeah, I'll be one of the ones that comes up. And with some scrolling, maybe with some fucking rabbit hole, he'll stumble upon my shit. And that's who the message was for. You know what I mean? That's who it was. Whoever heard it, and whoever needed to hear it. That's what the message was for. And like I got like my second episode. I'm gonna air up. My next one is gonna be a talk with Lisa's daughter AJ. She's 18, 19. She's going to college in a dorm. So, you know, we drove her 7 hours to Fredonia College, and just all those things gave me like nostalgia because I didn't get to drive my sister to college. You know, I didn't. All those things like I had to go be a part of it because I wanted the beauty in it.
That experience.
Yeah, I wanted the beauty in it, the experience I didn't see, and then getting more intricate. I put her on a pod because I know her story. You know, she got a deep story between her father not being around, her stepfather passing away on her. You know what I mean? She got two younger siblings. For her to get some esteem and get up and go to college, and that shows a lot of admiration that I think that other 18, 17, 19-year-olds should be aware of. That if they have an opportunity to be great, go fucking be great. I know you love your mom. I know you love your dad. I know maybe you have to run the family, but nah, don't
Yeah.
stand up for your family, and your family should know you're always gonna stand up for them. But you gotta go be great. You can't stop yourself from being great, and that's the advice I gave her because she was insecure about leaving. You know, like a month or two
And a
before.
lot of kids are. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
of
Because
course,
that's all they know. They only thing they know is home. You
of
get what I'm saying?
course.
So they trap themselves,
For
or they
18
build
years,
a
all you
trap
know is your
around their
mom.
brain. Exactly. And they build that trap around your brain of this is home. This is where I know. This is the people I know. I know if an emergency happened, I can just go here, shoot here, shoot. You know what I mean? So when you go out of state, you don't know nothing. But that's the beauty of
It's a
building your
reset.
own shit.
It's
You
a
get what I'm
reset.
saying?
You
But
get a you
yeah,
get a
man, that shit
beautiful
is deep.
reset. And I noticed because I delivered at Queens College and and Queensboro. So like I noticed, I'm like, damn. You know, if I was a rapper at 21 and I decided to go to college, my fucking Instagram following and my following would be general, had I stick with rapping through school, would be huge. Cause in college
Hmm.
is where everybody's at. In
And
college
that's
is
where
where
everybody
everybody
following and all of
they're
that
trying
shit.
to
Yeah.
attach to some, like they're about their schoolwork, they're about work, yeah. But the ones at a younger age that mommy and daddy take care of them, that they ain't really got to worry about their 9 to 5, that not taking nothing away from them. But those are people that, that's why you think all these Lollapaloozas go on. You know, all these paloozas, they started because they're mini festivals. People
Hmm.
genuinely want to come together and celebrate something. You know what I mean?
Anything,
Yeah, anything,
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 nobody wants
anything
to
to get them
fucking.
outside the house and be around people. Like, and that's why I say the good thing about what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Is you giving, like, there's a lot of people out there that's probably going through. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes go through their days or the evils play on their mind. Like they the only ones that's going through it.
Fact.
You get what I'm saying? And I was watching Ti and Tiny on fucking Red Table Talk. You get what I'm saying? And I'm sitting back and I'm listening to them and shit. And I'm like, damn, I understand that, celebrities are regular motherfucking people. I understand that. But the concept of them with so much, I want to say, I'm not even going to say success. You get what I'm saying? Because success depends on the person. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? Because
it depends on how the person measures it.
exactly. You get what I'm saying? So with all of the accolades and all of that stuff they have accomplished within themselves, you get what I'm saying? So for them to go through just the
Normal
normal
human
type,
shit.
you get what I'm saying? I'm sitting back
Normal
and I'm
human
thinking, I'm
shit.
like, yo, damn, son, all right, so cool. It's not just me. You get what I'm saying? Or it's not just me and
That's
my
look
relationship
at
or my
Trina.
marriage.
Look at Trina in Walmart. Look at Trina in Walmart bugging out because somebody called her a dumbass nigga or some shit
Yeah,
like that, and she
yeah.
lost her fucking mind. Listen, I'm not of black nature. I don't know of like I don't
Stop
know.
saying that shit, bro. You said that shit in another
Nah,
episode of some other shit. So you are
cause
of black nature,
I'm
cuz.
a minority, yes, but I'm a minority by all levels. But the type of oppression that my Spanish DNA, my Latin DNA, the type of oppression that it feels is not compared to the oppression that they feel. Like, yo, you could call a Spanish nigga a spick half the time. That nigga that'll just roll right by you. Just call a black person a nigga and you don't know him. That shit ain't rocking. That shit ain't. You can't just And I don't blame people for getting mad, but I think in order to make a change in something, the change starts with you. So instead of blowing up and being mad at the same things we always be mad at, the same things we always be mad at. Somebody call you stupid, you get mad. Same thing. Instead of automatically making that your first action like it's your nature, this is where you got to correct yourself in order to correct them. You know what I mean?
It,
Why
it,
why
it
you talk to
depends
me
though,
like that?
bro.
No, it
It
does.
depends though, bro,
It
because
does.
it depends on who's saying it. You get what I'm
You're
saying?
right.
Like
If there's a
I
fucking,
I
you're right. You're right
I
about
ain't
that.
gonna get as mad as if I walk past you and you be like, yo, you fucking nigga type shit, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, all right, my nigga. I ain't gonna get so mad. You get what I'm saying?
But if fucking
Versus
a white person says it
a
like
white
that,
person saying that it's coming from a different place. You get regardless of what, I understand what you're saying. Nope, we shouldn't react, and nobody should really use it. But reason why they use it is because of how we react.
and I think
You
that's
get what I'm saying?
that's the fucked up revolving door about it though. It's because it's like, you expect people not to react, but then why provoke? How much can you provoke people and expect them not to react? Like it
That's
is a
true. That's true.
it is a evil it's a evil person pounding on the door, so to speak. And it's like it gets disgusting, and that's why boom, I took I sent you the Donnell Rollins thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, when I got that message, like I've genuinely been I jump in DMs of famous people that I appreciate. If I appreciate you, I jump in your DM and I get into a long ass tangent because I appreciate what the fuck you doing. Like I don't give a fuck if you're famous. I don't give a fuck. Nah, I'm a fan, and this is the way I know how to make a card to you, or this is the way I know how to write a fan letter, so to speak, to you. So me reaching out, I reached out to MMA fighters. They've responded to me. I reached out to Donnell Rollins. He responded to me, and it was every word was true. You know, he started his he podcasted with Joe Rogan and Joey Diaz on like a Thursday and a Friday. On Sunday, after I saw that shit and I heard Donnell Rollins' enthusiasm to like, yo, help me guys, or damn, I want to start, and you hear Rogan. Rogan is the #1 advocate, bro, for telling niggas to start a podcast. Like people used to get mad at him because he would tell people, yo, start a podcast. Like if start who, and I know what place he comes from because it's like you see how. He makes a valid point. You can't just sit here and just talk motivation to people and expect people to fucking to
listen to you or even
it's
play
just
a whole video.
Come on, it's just words. What makes me different from Joel Osteen? It's just fucking words. You know what I'm saying? Like, except he's taking your money and he's buying a G5 jet. You know what I mean? I'm not using the word of the Lord to manipulate people. I'm using life. That's why it's not a manipulation. I'm over here like, yo, I this is not me telling you do this because you have to. This is me telling you this is what I'm doing because I figured this is the choice. This is what I'm supposed to do, and my messages
exactly.
they lead through action. Like I'm over here performing. I'm over here doing another podcast. I'm over here, you know. When it comes to anybody around me, like I throw parties in my house so we could all see the fight together. You know what I mean? Like I'm Thanksgiving. I invite people to my house. You know, like the people that are close to me, I always try to reach out and have that companionship because these conversations that I've been getting from motherfuckers, like, yo, when I first said...
And at the end of the day, bro, honestly, tell you the truth, that's all we have left. You get what I'm saying? When it's all said and done, it's conversations and memories.
Facts.
You smell what I'm saying? So, and I'm saying this from a place where I'm in a place in my mind, bro, and, you know, physically and mentally and shit, where I'm like, I'm trying to value the bad and the good. You get what I'm saying? Like even just like I said, regular conversations, regular snippets of a picture. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to just keep that in my memory bank because I know at the end of the day, God forbid, or whenever that day comes and I'm laid up in the bed, you know what I mean? Tubes, whatever the case may be, bro. That's all I got when I go to sleep. You get what I'm saying? It is the memories and the conversations and thoughts and things like that because that's all I can take with me. You smell what I'm saying? So
I think that makes your value too. I think that
you know
coordinates
like
to your value as a person.
That shit, bro, that whole bringing people together and just, you know, like I said, even if it's on a regular Tuesday or Wednesday and just politicking, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo, that's all.
That's a beautiful thing, man, for real.
I get a little bit like, you know, I get not overwhelmed, but it's like, you know, I work 2 jobs, you know, Monday through Friday. When I get out of Pepsi, you know, that's physical labor, and even if I'm a robot to it, I gotta literally talk myself into. All right, go take a shit, go take a shower, get the fuck up,
motivate,
get up. You got shit to do.
Yeah.
Get up. You got shit to do. Get up. Like and that right there has been. I can't be in the bed like if I sleep a day, I get mad at myself. I get fucking mad at myself.
Because you feel like the whole 24 hours is gone.
I'm like, damn, yo, I just lost the whole fucking. I just lost an entire day on what? Like fucking with my eyes closed. Like who said this shit? I think it was man. It was the dude that plays in Empire. What's his name? The dude that plays in Empire. The dude with the fuck.
The one that the dude. One you talking about the one that played in Hustle and Flow?
Yeah.
I don't know the nigga name, but I know you're talking about.
Well, all right. So that nigga said, he said you spent if a day is made out of Terrence Howard. There you go. Terrence Howard said it. He said if a day, he was speaking some crazy shit. Like everybody thought like he was speaking in tongues. If you see one of his last interviews, he was speaking in so much fucking tongue, it's crazy. But one thing he said is like, yo, there's 24 hours in a day. If you sleep 8 hours a day, that means you slept 1/3 of your life away. I was like, fuck.
Like, because if you think about it, though, bro, a person's only given on a good, because you never know what can happen. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So if you going into things in that aspect, yeah, if you sleep, you know what I mean. You done slept 1/3 of your life because that day could have been that day that you died.
Exactly. You know, like exactly. And I took that, yo, and then it's like my podcast I got coming out after AJ's. It's the same thing like I did with the Purpose one, but it's speaking to like the previous 5 weeks I've had like bad juju, like you know certain little
You and this
thing.
bad juju.
Nah, that's what I call it. Like that's what I call it. Like I just said that in the song. Your juju is negative. I can't get with you. I already wear the cape, padded room. I can't escape. Steven couldn't help, so now they calling Doctor Strange. Oh man, I'm a monster. Yo, I've been bugging out lately. But my next episode is same thing, personal level. But I'm talking about how I've had bad luck over the past 4 weeks because I know everybody gets through their times where they're like, fuck, one thing after the other. And I've been like that for the past 3 years, if I'm being straight up. But since I'm being so vocal and I'm trying to be up to par, I'll go at least 4 weeks where I was just recognizing, like since I started writing for this podcast, started writing out scenes, my ideas, what I want to talk about, and getting more in depth, I started realizing, hold on, I got to talk about this shit too. And besides the things that ironically happened to me like between the last 4 or 5 weeks, going into December is a super rough month for me, and I want people that all are that feel that same way in December, because a lot of people, my driver lost his mom, and he tells me, he's like, Mother's Day and Christmas, I fucking I hate it. Like I feel so cold during those holidays. And he's a grown ass man. He's a and then you know I for the most part, I've known him for a year, and when we started getting personal, when you start to see his vulnerableness, the shadow of him being a 6'2" solid black man goes away. All I saw was him as a person that I was just like, oh damn, yo, like you feel it too, and that's what brought me to want to talk about the month of December for everybody, to let everybody know what it means to me, what it comes with for me, and what I'm looking forward to moving past December, how I'm trying to better myself through December, because I've been speaking about it candidly. Yo, the slopes I've been going through, if it wasn't for the fact that every time I get really down, all it takes for me to get back up is thinking about what makes me happy. When I think about what makes me happy and I go do it, all that bad shit, it doesn't erase, but I swear to God, that slope on that uphill, it gives me the wherewithal to figure it out and put it in the back burner or run through it, or you know what I mean? Like it doesn't keep me on the fuck, man. This shit fucks me up because
it distracts you from that shit, from analyzing and putting that shit under a microscope.
yeah, I've been like I said, I've been really good lately with not masking my feelings. As much as I don't say, and as much as I wear it on my sleeve. Like, so what's good? Let's have these conversations. You know, until I started having these conversations with people weren't coming out to try to have these conversations. Now I look at my DMs, or I look at my you know, I take all my notes and the things that I've scheduled to speak with people. You know, I got like 10 people lined up just that want to sit down and have a conversation with me. I don't have a music podcast. I don't care about your fucking. I don't really care about your career, so to speak. You're not here for that. Like, you're here to just everything is okay. You know what I mean? I want to know, why is it okay for you? Well, you know what I mean? You know, like my thing is that we all got a story. We all got some shit that really bothers us, and not only that, makes us move the way we move. I just spoke to Elle last night, and I was telling her because I was looking very eager to talking to you. But I had worked a double yesterday. I got home. I disciplined myself.
You sounded super dead.
Yeah, I sound Mondays and Thursdays.
Was like, yo,
yeah, Mondays and Thursdays. I'm like that. Mondays and Thursdays, my double days. And when I got home, I had a choice to make. It would either go to sleep or nah. I spent an hour fucking promoting myself, posting things, cutting videos up, IGTV. Like, I've disciplined myself to do these things, and they've been straight benefits. So now it's like I've disciplined myself to write more. I've disciplined myself to go perform. I've disciplined myself to mingle with people, you know, like, and it has, I swear, love, I said this yesterday, love loves love. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Love
That's
loves
true.
love. Like that, and I see that shit firsthand, yo. When I'm after 3 times going to a show, it's almost like those same people there, almost family. Niggas are looking out for you. Niggas chill. You smoke. You have conversations, and then when you get into an intricate gap, and you find out this guy's a person. Oh shit! They're not superficial. They're not dumb. They're not all about just because their music preaches one way. It doesn't mean that it's them. And that's where I started to enjoy this. I started to enjoy these conversations. Like, oh shit. Let me bring these conversations to the rest of the world. Let's see what the rest of the world feels about them. And I can't lie. It's another thing to make me feel good, G.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, like 5 years. I just want you to keep doing the regular conversation podcast. You know, wherever your brain takes you is gonna take you. You smell what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But this right here, from my aspect and from how I'm seeing it, bro, it might probably be doing something to me. You get what I'm saying? Like just to sit back and see you and and watch you do what you do and whatever the case may be, probably brings me back home to where we were sitting on the stoop.
Oh, man,
You get what
yo.
I'm saying?
Oh, man.
So that's why I'm like, yo,
Niggas don't get it, yo. I told her last night, I said, yo, it's one thing to have etiquette. It's another thing to be able to express your etiquette. You gave me the value of expression. Our friendship for as many years as we've been having it, and the times you always you gave me the way to speak. You gave me the way to speak where it satisfied me. Where, yeah, I know there's a time and place for things, but my language can honestly fit on the left and right side.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you gave me that. You gave me the way to speak to people, and I always value for that, yo. I say that, yo. When I was here, like, I don't know if you saw the entire podcast with Edwin, but on that podcast, my nigga, all he was talking about was stories, bro. Like, all the stories we have. We have such good times. Yo, you remember when I used to work for the party boat? And I got out of work, and you came and met me. You came and met me in the party boat, and we stole like 3 bottles of alcohol. We had mad bud.
Yeah.
It was like 4 or 5 of us chilling, and maybe like an hour and a half later, I look to my left, and you're sleeping, and then I look to my left
On
again.
the bench.
But then I look to my left again, and you're standing up next to me in the same sleeping position, talking about, yo, G, we gotta go home. Nigga said, G, we gotta go home.
I couldn't do it. You was always up live, man. Always up live. You be like, come on, man. We gotta keep walking.
That's why I love V. You know, I love V, but V and Quest have the same gene that I used to have, but maybe thank God I popped all those mollies and I don't have it like that anymore. Because I used to stay up for days on end, but these niggas, once it's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, Edwin and V, it's like witching hour. They're ready to go out and drink more, party more, or they go to the next spot. And I'm looking at them like, nigga, all right, I got work at 5:30, and even if I don't, I want to wake up tomorrow. I don't want to sleep till 4 in the afternoon with a hangover.
Exactly. I remember when I was telling my girls this too, and I was telling my wife, I was like, yo, it was one time where me and him was at a house party or something like that, and we was lit, and I had to go to work at like 6 in the morning. I was like, yo, he was like, yo, just sleep in the car. Come on, let's go sleep in the car. And we was bent, fucked up, and literally, you was in the passenger seat, and I was right there in the driver's seat, sleep, my nigga, like in a coma. And I drove, we woke up, alarm, I think your alarm went off or some shit like that. And niggas woke the fuck up, I pieced you, and you was like, yo, I'm out. I hollered at you, and I went straight to work. I was dead that whole day, son. I was dead. Niggas was laughing at me like, yo, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nigga, I can't do it no more. I just can't.
This is bullshit. I hate this job.
For real, son. I was sitting there sick all day, son. And that's when I was working the morning shift. I was like, oh, I can't, my nigga. I just can't.
Yo, we had some good times in that Galant, though. Remember when your Galant got hit by the truck and we chased that nigga all the way down to the Whitestone Bridge? Yo, 2 cars deep looking like, yo, we was Fast and the Furious before Fast and the Furious was Fast and the Furious, yo.
That nigga was not trying to stop, too. He was like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Like, I didn't hit you. The fuck you mean? You hit me and kept going, you fucking asshole. The fuck?
What the fuck? Well, my thing is, my nigga, what the fuck was we trying to do in that little ass Galant? And that nigga's in a semi.
Yeah,
so
like we were gonna stop him. Yeah, we didn't have the Fast and the Furious tools. We didn't have the proper. We didn't have the tools to shoot the side of the truck and like pull the window out and snatch the driver.
Nah, we ain't had shit to even almost shoot a tire out, my nigga. We was looking bad, son, but we was like, fuck that.
That nigga got to the bridge and got away. We couldn't do nothing. We both looked at each other like, yeah, we ain't paying for that. We ain't paying that bridge.
Me and you had some good times, man. That's my first time with you, my niggas. When I fucking Tokyo drifted in the snow, my nigga.
Oh, remember that?
The first time, yeah. And I sideswiped the fucking white van. I was like, boom. I was like, oh shit, we gotta get the fuck out of here, my nigga. Gotta go. And then remember when me and you was chasing? Who the fuck was they chasing out the hood?
That
son?
nigga that he did something funny, right? But it was like the first time College Point all stood up as one.
As one, my nigga, we was going down a one way, my nigga. We was like, yo, fuck that, we driving, nigga. We gonna catch this nigga. We gonna catch him, son.
Everybody wanted to fuck that
man.
nigga up. He ran to the hotel on the boulevard with no fucking shoes on. I don't know how that nigga made it. That's a
son.
real Spanish nigga right there.
Yeah, so when I tell you he hit ghosts, my nigga, he hit ghosts. We was like, well, where the fuck did he go, though, son? He ran down this way. That nigga was dipping in bushes and everything.
Nah, that nigga was out, yo. He was legit running for his life. You can't even I can't blame him for shit. He had the entire College Point. He had the entire College Point chasing after him. And the crazy shit is that nobody knew why. Like only four niggas in the front. Only four niggas in the front knew why we were chasing him, but we were all chasing him.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. Niggas hit the blood. Niggas like, what? He did what? Oh, we on it. So niggas jumped to the V. Niggas was like, yo, I don't know why we doing this shit, but we doing this shit. Fuck it, nigga. We out. I burnt so much gas trying to chase that motherfucker for no reason.
That used to be our lifestyle though, nigga. Right above E. Our whole lifestyle for every car we ever had was right above E.
For real, man. For real. It's good. I got that, and that's what I'm trying to, and I just sit back, bro, and I sit back and I think to myself, I'm like, yo, for me not to experience a lot of different other things, you get what I'm saying? Like, I haven't experienced other things, but at the same time, I can't sit back and be like, I ain't did shit. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't did shit with my life type shit.
That's why I started writing, though, G. That's why I started writing. When I started writing, I started really getting into the depths of myself and remembering things. Like, I started remembering, like, damn. I started remembering, for all of my life, I've always been touched by an older woman. I've always been touched, or I've always been, like, kissed. When I used to play football, when I played football for Campus Magnet, the fucking nurse fondled my balls and my testicles way longer than she had to. Like, Owen. And I didn't.
I know you sitting there with the
my
fucking
nigga, are you
face
kidding me?
like,
Son, my dick got hard. I looked down on her, and I didn't know what to do. I'm like 15, 16, so I'm like, she's looking at me, smiling, still rubbing. I'm looking at her like, hey, I don't know what to do. Like I didn't get back into it. I remember I lost my virginity at 13. I didn't slide back into a pussy at 15, and then after that, I didn't touch another one until like 17.
That's one I can't see that, and that's what I'm saying. I ain't never experienced older pussy, son. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Wait, let me take that back.
The girl that took my virginity was 17,
and you was 13.
And I was 13.
I had to be like older, like 20 something before I smashed something that was really old. Like,
she took advantage of me though, nigga. She fucking. We was in a house party. We was in a family house party, and she wasn't my family member, but we was in a family house party, and she gave me. I know, I gotta stop that quick. No, I gotta stop that quick. She gave me. That was going left. She gave me a beer, and then she gave me another beer, and then I started feeling a little drunk because I'm 13, and then she's like, yo, come chill over here in the room. And I went to the room. It was dark, and then next thing I know, she took my pants off. Young niggas, fucking the wind gets your dick hard. So my shit probably was already hard.
Hot air.
She
put hot air. Probably
she put a Jimmy on me. I remember it being only like 60 seconds, but it might have been 30, and that's not because I came. She rode me. She came and left me there with a condom on, todito. Left me.
Nah, that's cause nigga, she got nervous. Nigga, she probably heard something.
I don't know what the fuck. I know that she fucking. She got up. She left. I felt taken advantage of. I was left in the bed with my pants down and a condom on. I didn't come.
I'd have been looking for her, dog.
Looking for her. I didn't even know. Yeah. I don't even. I think her name was. Stephanie, I think Tiffany, Steph. I don't even remember her name, my
One of
nigga.
them E's, nigga. One of them E's, nigga.
One of them PHIEs at the end.
You stupid, nigga. You stupid. I'd have been like, somebody got to finish me off, nigga. I've been doing this hand shit for like 2 years, 3 years now, nigga.
I was telling these niggas how I fucked up my going up my seventh grade. How seventh grade was fucked up for me because we had a science project and I brought 2 of my friends over, right? And we was fucking around and we, all of a sudden, my man, we're playing with, I had a professional slingshot. So my man threw an M&M at me. So I took a piece of turkey, because I think it was after Thanksgiving, and I hit him in the eye with a piece of turkey. So after that, and I knew he had a little grudge on me. You know, I knew Anthony had a little grudge on me after that. But after we was talking, we laughing, and these niggas caught me in something. These niggas asked me, yo, when you jerk off? And me, like a dumbass, always having to have a fast mouth with everything and always trying to be cool. I'm like, Mondays. Yo, these niggas took that shit to school, B. These niggas tell everybody I jerk off on Mondays. I ain't get no dat Mondays.
I feel like y'all niggas is mad, son. I be getting mad pedo, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. On Tuesday, bitch ass niggas. Niggas is stupid. Niggas say I ain't get no dabs on Mondays. Son, you one of them nasty niggas on Mondays, son. I ain't fucking with you, bro. You stupid, my nigga.
Shout out to my nigga Anthony, though. Yo, my nigga Anthony, he's made a crazy transformation. He used to be very, very heavyweight, and now I saw him earlier today. I saw a picture of him from a before and after, and that nigga got a little 6-pack creeping in. You know what I mean? I'm like, whoa. He's the third person. I've met that has a really good fat to skinny story. You know what I mean? Like, I met a guy named Drew. He was 300 pounds. Now he got a 6-pack like Usher. You know what I mean? Like, now I got, and then,
like Usher,
and
son.
Then,
why is you looking at Usher six-pack, my nigga?
That nigga got sick. I don't give a fuck. I ain't homo. That nigga got a sick. I wish I had it. Okay? That's my perspective. I wish I had a sick. Like, fuck that. I could say, if I look at a car and I say that's a dope-ass car, nigga, if I look at a 6 and I say it's a dope-ass 6, it's because I want it.
Don't even almost sit there and try to compare a nigga 6-pack in a car, my nigga.
Sorry, I'm trying. No homo. But yo, and then this Chinese nigga I went to school with, I'm looking forward to sitting down with him. Yo, he's done a challenge. I think he's like on past his 390th day or something of working out and losing weight. And he posts every day. Every day he was posting himself, working out, talking to people, and for a year. He's like, yo, this nigga made a crazy transformation. He looks sick. I'm like, wow, yo, that's crazy. It was very inspirational to see things like that. Niggas that.
Yeah, because I ain't got that type of motivation.
Yo, thank God I ain't fat. Thank God I ain't fat, my nigga. I ain't losing it. I'm gonna have clogged arteries. I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna be a real angry, fucked up person because I can't see my dick. I'm gonna be real mad. I'm gonna be real mad, irritable. Trust me, I couldn't be fat because I don't know if I lose that weight. Like I'm scared.
And honestly, bro, that's what I'm scared of. Not really scared. I ain't gonna say scared, but that's the hesitation on my part as far as quitting smoking cigarettes and shit, bro. Because I'm like, yo, I eat, my nigga. Like, the wife makes sure I eat. She always cooking some good shit.
How much you weigh now?
And I know, my nigga, that's a conversation for another time.
So you think it's still 145?
Shut down, my nigga. I'm lower than that, my nigga. You know what I mean?
More?
But that's
Florida and the heat, and you're always working, no?
Well, it has a lot to do with a little bit of everything. You smell what I'm saying? Like, it's the impact on the cigarettes. It's the impact on my health wise. You get what I'm saying? So it has a lot to do with a lot of shit. So that's another reason why I was telling you, as far as where I'm at right now with mine, as far as mental is a little different, as far as just appreciating and conversations and
do you listen to podcasts?
I am now. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm
you
scrolling,
should really.
I'm an old school nigga.
What do you have? Spotify, Apple Music?
Nah, I got Spotify, yeah, but I don't be checking that shit out.
You pay for Spotify?
No, I don't pay for.
Oh, you got the free one. You got because I pay for, because like if you had an iPhone, right? With iPhones, they give you free podcast. It's free. Like, that's why I listen to all my podcasts on Apple, except for one or two. One or two I listen on Spotify, which is the Joe Budden podcast.
But I'm more of a visual person, so that's why I watch.
You like the YouTube. Oh man,
Yeah,
yo, my
yeah.
nigga, I was that person in the beginning. That's how I got this. All got started, like me liking people talking, because that's how I was. I was like, I just like to look at them and their expression, and I feel like watching somebody on a screen is probably the closest you'll ever be with them. And for the most part, when you see somebody on a screen, they're usually acting or playing a role. When these people are on their podcast platforms, they're not acting or playing a role. These people are themselves on a platform where they're speaking about what they want to. You couldn't like this analytic was made 4 years ago, I think. 4 years ago, 18% of people were listening to podcasts. It's up to 76% now.
Yeah, I seen that. You were saying that on I
That's
think the shit with Edward.
that's
You were
just
saying that
bananas.
shit.
That's just
Yeah.
bananas to think about. Like and may like I don't like the way I listen to it is my headphones are always in my ear at work. I always got one headphone in my ear. I'm always listening to information. I'm always and I won't lie. You know what I found out? Because I do that, my bandwidth is running out. I don't got no time for nobody's bullshit no more. Like yo,
Yeah.
like when people text me with problems or when people hit me up with like if I get into an argument with somebody or I got an issue with somebody or I feel like if it doesn't I and it's wrong of me because I'm not addressing it the right way because I don't have the bandwidth. Just don't feel like addressing it. Like a part of me feels like there's no reason to have a problem. You're alive. You have the ability to have a conversation and use your mind. There's no reason that you should have a real problem with another individual besides yourself. So whenever people have problems or they cross me the wrong way or like I had a conversation with my uncle yesterday and he put me in my place but I put him in his place. It was along the lines of I feel a certain way that I invite people to my shows and nobody comes. I feel I genuinely
because of who
but
you inviting.
if I wanted to go ahead and invite fucking 10 of my ex-girlfriends, all these bitches to be at the door. This is my problem that I'm still thinking people have a tie to me that it's not their path to walk. It's not their. This is my path. I'm choosing to perform. I'm choosing to do shows. I'm choosing to get no sleep at night. I'm choosing to have to learn these things, market, be on the computer, socialize. I'm choosing to do that. It's not their choice. And I yesterday talking to him, because we laughed about it, but I told him I said, it makes me. I feel like I'm being let down, and I directly correlated that with the fact that my mom and my pops kind of always let me down. So the first nature I have as Gil is I'm feeling like I'm let down. But it as a man, and this is what he's been telling me a lot lately. He's like, yo, nigga, stop thinking that like the things that you having this connection with your mom, you having this connection with your pops. Stop thinking like these things were something that one they did deliberately or maliciously. Even though we all have decisions to make, they didn't do it with that intent. And then bigger picture of it all, nigga, look at the man it's made you. It's made you to be a person that you can take goddamn near everything. Like I made him feel good in the conversation because he's one of my superheroes. And he made me feel good because he made me realize more and more as I'm realizing more and more how much of a man I'm becoming. I don't give a fuck if I'm 30. I say it straight up. It took me the last fucking 3 years to open my eyes. It took me the last 3 years, and you know what? I got an excuse because the frontal cortex doesn't develop till 25. So that means I only bullshitted for 2. You know what I mean? Give me like, but the fact is that I'm appreciative of my blessings and what people are telling me, and it helps me to look at things a little bit better instead of a way where it's always about Gil or you're wronging me. Nah, now I can sit there and say, yo, nigga, I'm not gonna argue with you because it's not gonna help neither of us. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah, basically, that's why I always say energy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's wasted energy to do something that's not gonna be. There's no real outcome out of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, especially with another person, because it's like forcing somebody to see some shit that you want them to see. They're
exactly, and that's never gonna happen.
Exactly.
That's never.
It's not
You're
for
never
them
gonna
to see
do that.
sometimes.
You're never gonna do that. Like you're never gonna like. Rob, and I don't mean to break his sentiment or bring his personal, but Rob got a little story, and I say it in a song, so he let me say it in a song. The nigga hasn't smoked since 85. So getting a little deeper with his story, the nigga he lets me know yo, I had to realize, like nobody's gonna change until they want to change. Cause I didn't change until I wanted to change, and that's a big deal that people don't. It's one thing to be there for somebody, and I know it hurts when you're there for somebody and they're hurting themselves. Yes, the best thing you could do is take yourself away, but is that for who? You or them? They're gonna continue hurting themselves whether you're there or not. All you can do is just be a better voice of reason. Keep telling them, yo, you don't need that. Keep trying to make them be a part of something. Like my uncle told me, my uncle's been going through his like highs and lows, and he expressed to me like, yo, you're not the only one that tries to bring me out, and I say no to. Like, and I know there's a lot of people that feel like that. Like some people are so in their shell right now because of their emotional bag that they don't want to get out and try to go find something that makes them happy. And not no momentary shit like drinking, smoking weed. I'll always be an advocate for. Smoke fucking weed. Just, if you can't, then don't. But when it comes to like drinking or drugs or you don't need those things to be happy. There's certain things that are so organic. Me talking to you on the phone right now, my nigga, is so happy. I'm so happy, and it's so organic. It's so free. Besides the equipment that I had to pay for, besides the phone you have in your hand, besides the time we're putting in, this is so free. This is so free. It's so organic. This is something to be happy over, and it's satisfying for me. Not even if it's not enough, it adds to my satisfactions. People need to just do things to little add to their satisfactions. Today, yo, before you call me, my man hit me up, Josh, that I haven't spoke to in a long time. I don't know, he is always doing something, Indian dude, fucking, whatever the case, I used to know him. But I always know he dabbles in, like, he looks like he got a good head on his shoulder financially. I see him. And he hit me up and had a conversation about my music. And, like, yo, I want to get into this and all this. And, I even drop, take a close look. I'll even drop here's what because I told him, with 5 stacks, it's all about, for me, I'm learning that little money adds up to big money. So last night I met some guy that he was taking pictures of all the artists performing, and what he was doing after that, he would go ahead and ask the artist, do you want your pictures, and charge them $10. I'm like, damn, nigga, I take pictures. Fuck, that's genius. I have a in-home studio. I can offer my services as far as if niggas want to use the space, charge them hourly. I know how to use an OBS. I know how to use I know how to know my way around Logic. I know my way around the camera. I know my way around all these stuff. So now I got to make myself accessible for people to use my tools and use what I'm good at, and what in turn I'll get paid for it. If I work like that for a year and I just put a bank account to the side and I just let all that money that I'm accumulating from my actions of being who I am and from the things I've learned, within a year, that's enough money to flip. So I told him within a year, I could have like $5,000 and that's all I need to flip. And this nigga, he just turns around and he just tells me, I love this shit. He said, but I don't need 5. I can be your sole investor and you just focus on what you love, bro. We need to bring that heat. We can do this. You're right. Every little bit adds up. Like, yo, like, this nigga just jumped in my shit out of nowhere. I've known him for years, and he's over here with the you still there, right? Yeah. He's over here with the fucking crazy belief on me. Like, because I sent him music. He asked me if I had anything mixed and mastered, and I was like, of course I do. Sent him music, and he heard, and then I told him straight up. I said, listen, I'm sending you music from sporadic sections because they're coming from 2 different projects I got coming out. And they're from 2 different sides of out of character. So I'm sending you 2 sides so you can see that I this is what I'm good at doing, but this is what I'm good at doing. I just want you to take notice, and all he gave me was positive response from it.
Bro, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's definitely what it's about. Just like you said, baby steps, a little bit of money accumulates to, it's just like I said too, you know what I mean? Like you got to just think about how accessible, what's your tolerance on accessibility as far as people? You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, see, that's what I'm learning now, but that's what I've learned.
Your tolerance for it.
I've learned how to,
some days
sometimes you gotta,
your Mondays and Thursdays, you be like,
yeah,
but those might be your hot days, so as far as bringing that shit in.
Even Sundays, look, Sunday I do the podcast with V. Mondays and Thursdays I work a double. If there's anywhere in between where I got a show, then I got to make sure 4 or 5 days before the show, I'm show ready. And
Mm-hmm.
and being show ready nowadays is a different type of monster because I'm 30 and I've been performing for a minute now, and when I look at the terrain, there's more and more turn up out there. There's more and more turn up out there. There's more and more of the commodity of the flashiness, like the 15 people on stage and I fuck with it. I'm rocking with them. I recorded them. I'm not gonna do those things unless I honor a person's passion. I dig it. But there's a side of me that knows their competition too. With all due respect, it's like their competition. And my man, I'm not an actor. He told me you need to stop that because we're all in here to just make each other feel good. Yo, I fuck with that too. He's right. We're in here to make each other feel good. But when we walk out of here, I gotta know that I walked out with something more than what I walked in with. And in order to do that, you gotta like stand up for what you're spitting. You gotta stand up for like. I'm a really good. I've been opening a lot of shows lately, and opening shows. I've learned one thing. When you open a show, you gotta. There's no fucking. I don't get a chance to fuck around. They're not drunk yet. They're all irritable. They just walked in here. They've been waiting for the show to start. Whatever that first act is, they're automatically expecting to be whack. Automatically, and I'll honestly say that if anybody knows when I perform first, you ain't getting that shit out of me. So I fucked up where times I've tried to do what I wanted to do as far as like certain songs or something, and even if I'm spitting and I'm giving hardness and all, I could tell where the attention is at. The attention is on the person that either they came with or like their attention is just not. I'm just not it for them, which is fine. Half of them are artists in there anyway, and it's my challenge and my job to change that. So I looked at the landscape, and I'm like, hold up. When I do a song with a hook in it, unless the hook is something that they can automatically say or grab onto, they're not going to really grab that hook real quick. They're not, and that's not always the case, because if I go to like Gorilla Grooves right now, when I spit something, they got a hook on it, and niggas will rock with it, and I only spit it right there. But when you perform for them, if you're gonna be a rapidy rap nigga, if you're gonna be a nigga with bars and be rapidy rap and all that, then you gotta make sure that first song you bring in is just straight heat. You grab their attention. They had no time to expect was about to happen, and I learned that shit. Wholeheartedly.
Because it got to be, especially when you opening up, the person that's opening up got to be full of energy.
They gotta be
turn up.
They gotta be like, I told a joke when I performed like at Almarachi's not too long ago. I performed and I told a joke about the first time a girl squirted on me. And when I told that joke, I ever told you the joke? Jay?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Oh, did I ever tell you the joke? First time I got squirted on?
No.
All right, well, I told. Yeah, see, look, I opened up a show, right, Amarachi's, and then the song I did was 3.5 minutes long, was just straight bars, no hook, so that was great. But the joke I opened up with was the first time I got squirted on, this girl was riding me, and she was doing the Spider-Man. You know what I mean? She was riding me like the squats, and she, all of a sudden, she goes, "I'ma come," and I'm like, "Why are you telling me?" And she goes, "I'ma come," and I'm like, "Why are you telling me?" And she goes, "I'ma come," and she stands up on me, my nigga, and she starts playing with her vajayjay like she was scratching a DJ record, and she just goes, "Oh!" And then I'm at the bottom, and I'm looking up at her, and I'm going, "Ah!"
You got R. Kelly, nigga. That's what you got. You got R. Kelly by woman, son.
This bitch squirted all over my chest and my neck. Oh my god. I get hot thinking about it, yo. Like, oh god, it's so disgusting. It was so warm.
Said they're so warm.
But
you was excited, nigga. You was excited.
Yo, niggas, yo. I had the niggas in the crowd raise their hand if they like squirt, and a lot of niggas raised it, but the niggas that didn't like squirt, I was like, I fuck with you. Like, I know why.
I ain't never, you know what I mean? Like, that's one experience. Like I said, that's what I would be saying. So, you know what I mean? Certain experience I ain't never.
You don't need that experience, my nigga. Nah, you want that experience? When she's about to come, tell her to hold a 99-cent water gun and squirt it at you and tell me what it feels like.
99-cent water gun.
When she says I'm gonna come, let her squirt a 99-cent water gun at you and tell me what it feels like, and then you tell me if you need to be squirted on.
So I'm just saying, you gotta, you know what I mean? When it's time to go to the upper room, bro, I want to be like, yeah, Lord, I done did all of that. You know what I mean? I want to be in those conversations, my nigga. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to be in those conversations. I don't want to be looking at niggas looking at me like, oh yeah, you one of them niggas that didn't get that done to you. Okay. Nah, I want to be like, yeah, son, that shit was crazy. Yeah, I love that shit.
Fuck that. I'm not with it, my nigga. And you know that's my karma, because I'm a scumbag. I be wanting to squirt a bitch's face. It's just like, don't ask me where I want to come, because if I say where I want to come and you say ill no, I'm like, then fuck you, I ain't coming. You don't get shit, bitch. I'll leave with these two blue balls right now. Fuck you.
Nigga said, I'll rub this out in the car. Nigga, I'm good.
As soon as I get to the car, I'm good. I'll drive the fuck home happy.
You stupid. Nah, I'm a different type of scumbag. Man. I'm like, oh no, not right there. Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, you one of those.
I catch that memo. Yeah, hell yeah, nigga.
I had a chick tell me, I'll never forget this. She was great too. She sucked my dick great. And I never forget this. She goes, don't come in my mouth because I have a really bad gag reflex. And I looked at her and I said, I was not planning to.
But now I am. Thank you for that idea. Now I am. Good looking.
Yo. Oh, man.
For real, nigga. I'm going to do it and duck and cover, bitch. I'm out of here.
Yo, that's another story. Those are like, see, that's why I'm liking writing a lot, because ever since I've been writing, yes, a lot of shit is serious when I think about the things that traumatize me, but I somehow find a way to bring it here and turn it into comedy, or bring it on the artistry and turn it into comedy, or bring it on stage and turn it into comedy. Like
yeah, you got to,
like,
man. You gotta laugh about
I've
shit,
learned,
man.
I'm slowly developing into that character, and I think the good and bad thing about comedy is that it's a long career, just like entertaining. Like, I've been trying to have this conversation on the podcast. When do you throw the towel in? When do you stop rapping? When do you stop rapping? When do you throw the towel in? When is enough as far as being a rapper? Like. And that goes for anything. You know, you can be something for too long and it's not working and you just don't get it. Or maybe it's working for you because it makes you happy, and that's all that counts, you know? But
yeah, because I was going to say, you never really stopped being a rapper. It's either you stop promoting it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, when do you stop? Do you ever stop believing in yourself as an MC? You know what I mean? Like, or is that like... Is that a default of yours? The fact that you'll never stop believing in yourself, you know?
I guess it goes with comfortability. Like, yo, I'm comfortable not doing. You know what I mean? Not promoting it. Not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm good. Like, I done reached all my accolades, did what I wanted to do.
I'm on the cusp of that, G. Like, I'm on the cusp. Like, I hate spamming people. And like inviting, like, continuously inviting people. You know what I like doing? I really like doing. I like when I get you in person. Yo, let me get your phone.
Yeah.
Why? So I can subscribe to my page. Like, I like when I get you in person. And then I go, yo, check out the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, my next step, once I put this music up, I'm going to feel so good. It's going to be such a weight relieved off my shoulders, because now I feel like I can go on to the next thing for myself and go do some stand-up comedy. Now I got music people can look back to. I'm doing this podcast, which is going to be consistent. So people can always look back on this side of me to get the personal side of me. But really, the lane I really want to fall into, G, honestly, is comedy. Yo, I got this good joke circulating, my nigga. Yo, peep it. You gonna like this one. Yo, half of me is kind of okay with the fact that my sister died, because if she didn't, R. Kelly might have had a chance to get her.
You fucking dumb, nigga. You dumb. That's so inappropriate, but you fucking dumb, son.
But that's what comedy is, though, B. That's my point.
Yeah, inappropriateness.
Yo,
yeah.
That's where I'm seeming to feel okay. Like, I'm seeming to feel, but I'm not gonna leave. Right now, I got something that needs to be fulfilled. If I'm being 1,000%, I need to put this music out, these bodies of music out to fulfill that part of my life. To be on these digital platforms to add on to what I do because I've been doing music for so long, and that's where you need to be notarized now. For people to notice you, you need to be on the levels where you can be noticed. And right now, that's my big stride, to put all of my music on in 2 projects up on Spotify, because this podcasting thing is coming like I've been fighting to podcast the past couple of days, and it's because I've been under the weather. I've been tired. Like I said, gotta motivate myself, push myself. But when I get here, honestly, I'm talking to you, but my brain is like, all right, now I gotta edit this next. I gotta make sure this is ready to go. I gotta be a one-man firing squad at all times. I'm over here recording myself. Like, I leave all my window shades open in my back room. I got a back room, 3 windows, right? And it's Couch Point, so you know how the shit works. You can see somebody else's backyard in your backyard.
Literally.
So I leave my windows all open. Sometimes I work out. Sometimes, I leave my windows open it motivates me to see the sunlight, because I don't like feeling it. I don't like being hot in the sun, but I like to look at the sun through windows and know it's daytime. So I open my windows and work out, and when I get into record mode, usually it's at night. I know my neighbors look at me like I'm psycho because my windows be open and I'm going from the microphone to the computer, to the microphone to the computer, to the microphone to the computer for like 45 minutes so I can do all my vocals, and then I sit here and I edit everything for the rest of the fucking night. Like, I'm gonna look like a fucking psycho to these people, but it feels good. It feels good, G. It feels good to edit your own music.
And that's what I'm saying. As long as it feels good to you, you get what I'm saying, and
everything's
and you
okay.
satisfied with that shit. That's the only thing that fucking matters, bro.
And that's why, see, it's great to be growing while you're grown. It's great to be growing while you're growing. It's great to be growing in general. The word growth has clung on to me so hard that I wish I had another brain just so I could hold more bandwidth. I listen to audiobooks. I listen to Graham Hancock. I listen to things about Earth and civilization. And then I'll go ahead and harken back and listen to Sam Harris, to things on why we are the way we are. And then I'll go ahead and listen to Joey Diaz, a fucked up individual who was a fucked up individual who stole all his life, was a heavy cokehead. Mom died when he was 13, was raised by Italians. His first album cover on his comedy album cover, bro, is him with his testicles hanging out.
Oh, wow.
Yes, like his testicles are hanging out, and I think the cover is like, Where I Got My Balls From. That's the name of his first album, bro. Yo, Joey Diaz a fucking monster. He does a podcast with this little fucking Jew called Lee Sayat. They take starfish of death and edibles and mushrooms on the podcast sometimes, and I swear to God, the things that they speak about in the episodes, I'm like, oh my God, you could directly see the fucking the turmoil and torture this person came from. Because he's willing.
But it's ill though when motherfuckers be like that but when they start politicking and be shit that motherfuckers be thinking about but don't say it out loud.
Facts,
or
and that's
be a
what makes
conversation that you know what I mean? Yeah, like that shit be like, yo, I was just having that conversation with my homeboy. Yeah, we was high and shit, but it was a conversation that we thought of and we was politicking on that shit. Like there's mad conversations, me and you done sat back from Scientology to like mad shit, bro. And I'd be like, I just want to sit back and go back. You get what I'm saying? And be like, damn, I want to sit back and talk about some other shit. Or now that we 10 years, 15 years later, you get what I'm saying? Like, do niggas still have that same?
Oh no, I'm worse now. Now.
Process.
Oh no, yeah, now I'm worse. Now we're like to have the belief that we're much older than we were, and I really believe in ancient history. I really believe that there was a great flood, like what Noah speaks about. Like I really believe in all that. I really believe in science. Like science, I believe in.
But a lot of things, bro. What I'm saying is though, a lot of things like in that purpose, and that's what I was telling my wife about too. In that purpose episode that you have, you might not realize it, but a lot of things that you speak on, bro, is faith, is it has a lot to do with, you get what I'm saying? Like, not, I don't mean when I say religion, I don't really mean religion. You get what I'm
I know
saying?
what you're
But
saying.
yeah, it has a lot to do with that. And I was sitting back listening to you talk, and I was like, my G don't even know, like, maybe subconsciously, but that's what he's speaking on. You get what I'm saying? When you was like, yo, find your purpose. And you said the things that happened to you gave you purpose. You get what I'm saying? But you like, I was sitting back listening, and I was like, that's what that is. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's another sign of faith, and that's another sign of not destined, but a certain plan that's in order. You get what I'm saying? And I was just sitting, and I was like, damn, I wish I was on the phone when he was doing this shit, because me and you would have went back and forth. You get what, like how we used to do.
Of course.
And I was just like, damn, I wish I was on the phone with you,
Well,
bro.
I wanted to talk to you about that too. Like, you got a computer?
Nah, that's more shit that they could track me on, bro.
Oh, yeah, no, we didn't. Well, see, I honestly,
phone.
I was trying to keep you, yeah, I was gonna keep you like the nigga in Home Improvement. You know the nigga in Home Improvement with the eyes over the fence?
Yeah. You fucking dumb, nigga.
I'm serious though.
For real. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, nigga, that's bullshit. They can track you.
Nah. I was gonna keep you Well, they didn't want to see that nigga felt like you. He didn't want to be tracked neither.
You know what I mean? I'd be like,
Nah,
nigga,
but yeah, I was gonna. I wanted to like, and I don't. You know what's great about this? To be honest with you, I don't really like. No pre-production goes into this. You know what I mean? There's no,
which is good. Yeah, that's like, that raw shit I be talking about. That's what I like.
Yeah, I just rather talk to you, see where it goes, and then my job now, like when we get off and we talk, with every podcast, my job now is to look at it and then like cut up things that I found really interesting and then post it. You know what I mean? That's it. Like that's my job now. Like, but to have the conversation for it to be produced, sometimes. It's like if you have a platform for that, like, yo, we're talking about this. This is what we talk about. Man, my shit's called Everything's Okay because I could talk about whatever the fuck I want and it's okay. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like I could talk to whomever I want, whatever I want. Like I give so much props to Be Good. I give so much props to Be Good because, you know, besides Donnell Rollins influencing me, you know, the fact that he was like the first, you know, he's my first person to speak to. And a part of me was like, you know, this might not work, you know, it's okay. Like, it's okay. I could do it over again. And then my right side of my brain was like, nah, nigga, this shit's gonna work right now. You do this shit right now and this is what's gonna work. And then,
yeah, and however it turned out is just that's how it's supposed to turn out. You get what I'm saying? Whatever you edit is what you were supposed to edit, and whatever you post, that's how it was supposed to lay out. You get what I'm saying? And
exactly.
Never, like I try to tell myself, and I tell anybody else, like, you know, stick to that first thought in your brain. You get what I'm saying? Because that first thought in your brain is always going to tell you. For the most part, it's always going to tell you the right thing to do. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's only until you start second guessing yourself and be like, well, what if this happens or what if that happens? That's when shit start going left. That a motherfucker don't need.
Exactly, and a big deal that I've seen, like a big part of my influence is action. I can't stress it enough, yo. I can't stress it enough. If you want something to happen, go make it happen. Like, what you doing? You working, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know you work. I hear you. Hey, don't work for 2 minutes. So after that, we're gonna get off.
All right, sit them on.
Yeah,
sit them on. I can do that.
Yeah. Don't work for 2 minutes.
I'm something like a boss.
Because
something like a boss. I can do that.
Yeah. Yo, matter of fact.
I'm lying, my nigga. I'm lying. I just say that because I got my own floor, so you know I could just like not.
Nah, I've been seeing your work on Facebook though. Like I've been all due respect, I've been seeing your work on Facebook, and I know you like me. We people that take pride in our work. When we do something, we want to make sure that, you know, it's our representation of us. We did it. So when I see you working, like, salute to you. Like, you know what I mean? You're doing the damn thing. I know you got a good job right now. I know, you know what I mean?
For real. Like, well, you know, it's a job, and that's another thing I wanted to tackle you on too, bro. And you was having a conversation with somebody, and you were saying how certain people be comfortable working a 9 to 5. And for 27 years and this, that, and the third, and that be their life. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I wanted to tell you, like, working a 9 to 5 doesn't always consist like it. That doesn't always mean like because some people feel like, all right, I got this job, I'm retired, and that's just it. You get what I'm saying? But really, within those 30 years, 20 years, 25 years, whatever, how many years it took for that person to retire, you still could
Do
do
something
and
else.
have done. You get what I'm saying? So much
Valid.
with your life.
Very valid.
You get what I'm saying?
Good-
So to where
good
it's
point.
like, yeah,
Very
I
good
did
point.
the retirement life and I did the 9 to 5, yeah, to pay the bills or
But
whatever
on the
case
side,
may
y'all didn't
be.
even know I
But at
had
the
this
same
shit going
time,
on.
I loved. You get what I'm saying? Like I loved doing one, the 9 to 5, and two,
Fixing
just
cars,
living.
making
Yeah,
music,
you know what I mean? Or
fishing,
even just living.
golfing,
You get what I'm saying?
being with my
Fishing, golfing,
family.
whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I wanted to touch on that. And I was like, damn, they're not hitting both aspects of that because you know what I mean?
Nah,
Like,
that's very valid.
yeah,
Nah,
there's a lot
that's
of
super
motherfuckers
valid.
that's out here, my nigga, doing that 9 to 5 and looking miserable as shit. You get what I'm saying? But that's because they not appreciating their life and doing something that they can be doing. You get what I'm saying? In the midst of that 9 to 5.
Or even
Like me,
doing
I had
something
to
simple
find
like
that.
opening their eyes.
Exactly.
You know, you may work your
get
9 to
what I'm
5,
saying?
but your daughter, your son, your wife, there's always food in your house. You guys are able to go on a vacation once a year. You guys got a
simplicity of it.
car. You guys got a backyard. You guys got a head over your house. You never behind. Yeah, you work that 9 to
Exactly.
5, and you feel fucking terrible that you gotta fucking bust your ass to make another person rich. But there's riches that you obtain through it. You're right. Nah, you have a
Yeah,
super
you know what
valid
I
point.
mean?
Yeah, that was a that's
And
a
that's
super
what I had
great
to
angle to
find though,
give.
bro. I had to find myself. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm chasing, and I've been, you know, this shit. I've been chasing that retirement plan. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know what? Fuck. It took me till I turned 32, 33. You get what I'm saying? To be like, you know what? I want to do like what part of the 9 to 5 that I enjoy? And I was like, floors. You get what I'm saying? Like I enjoy stripping, waxing, shampooing floors, carpets, and stuff like that. Like I really enjoy looking at something and be like, I did that. That's me. You get what I'm saying? And have my name on that. So I was like, you know what? Bang. What I'm gonna do is start my own company. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, it's always first is always the motivation within yourself.
Yeah.
And it's always good to have, you know, one or two people, whatever the case may be, give you that push and give you different ideas and stuff like that. And that's what helped me is my wife. She was like, yo, listen, she took the initiative and was like, yo, I'm gonna get you this. She said she got the name license. You get what I'm saying?
She
Like
trademarked the name. She trademarked
exactly. She was like, yo, what's the name you want it to be? And I was like,
So
I
now
sat back and
you
I
own
thought
your
about it.
own LLC and you do your taxes. They call
All of
it
that
what?
type.
What do they call it? Like they're called something else. You got a different type of taxes because you do them. You have to do them like yourself now, right?
Yeah, but I didn't get that far deep into it. You get what I'm saying? Like it's still baby processes with me. You get what I'm saying? Because I am my own critic. You get what I'm saying? So with me, I gotta push myself and do certain shit. But right now, I'm just like, okay, I got this done, I got that done. Okay,
1099. That's what you do with your taxes now.
yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
So I was gonna say I-9 or some shit like that, but I
Yeah,
knew I
nah,
was gonna go
1099.
off.
Yeah, nah, that's why I love having computers in front of me. Because I fucking
See what I'm saying? You
that's-
cheating and shit. You know what I
Nah,
mean? You
but
cheating and shit.
that's what I do, yo. Like, yo, yo, I swear, I've like, I get into this like zone. I get into this certain zone of creation that I like when things look good. Like I like when I like to know information very properly and intricately because information always comes from areas where we can't always like appreciate it or believe it.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna believe everything that comes out of it. Yo, if that nigga looks like a bum and he's talking some crazy shit, the first thing you gonna judge him
You
on is
ain't
the
gonna
bum
believe
shit.
it.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
you
that's
ain't
the
gonna believe
bullshit.
it because of the how the book is covered.
Exactly, and that's why like when I try with information, I always try to make sure it's correct if I'm bringing it because there's no reason to look at me to begin with. So let me make sure at least my shit is correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me, I like to surprise myself, my nigga. So when somebody asks me some shit and I really be right about the shit, I surprise myself because I be like, oh shit, okay, I did remember that, or I do remember that. That's what's up. So you know, it makes me feel just that
Yeah.
much smarter. You know what I mean? Like I'm
I've
like,
been
all
sitting there
right, I ain't no
lately.
dumb nigga.
I've been cutting people off like when I gotta remember something. I'm like, no, wait. I got it. here.
You gotta write
Boom.
that shit
Dude,
down and
this,
shit.
this is what it was. You know what I mean? Like, yo, yeah, nah, I'm not. No. Let me remember. Fuck you. I'm not letting my memory get the best of me this fucking time.
For real, man, because it has got the best of me a lot of times. You know what I mean? So
I mean,
when a
yo,
motherfucker asks me,
let me ask you something. You taking any vitamins?
yeah, vitamin D's and I take one a day for the
All
men
right, good.
shit.
All right, you take one a day. That's good enough. One a day is good enough. But it is good enough. I'm gonna start leveling up though. I take vitamins too, and I'm gonna start leveling up to I've been looking into Shroom Tech from On It. Shroom Tech mushrooms are very good for your cognitive features, like your memory enhancing stuff, your doing your action. Like it's very good for those, and it's natural. Comes from mushrooms.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm thinking for the like sooner than later, I'm gonna make like a real whole 360 on what my body's inducing. Like I love eating like red meat and steak, and if I'm gonna eat all that, then I gotta make sure I counteract it with the stuff that's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you know that should be sitting in the system
I'm
for
the
a
same
long
way as you
time.
though, nigga. I still weigh 150.
For real? Well,
Yeah,
yeah. I seen some footage and shit.
yeah, nigga,
You still seem
I
like
still
you a
weigh
solid nigga.
150. I can't gain the weight if I fucking
Yeah.
try. And you know what it is? Like, I still got that stomach issue where it's like, if I overeat, it fucks me up. So it's like, I don't overeat, you know what I mean? And when I do overeat, I'm so good at throwing up, I don't even stick my finger down my throat. Once I feel like I'm getting sick, I'm like, oh, let me just let this shit out because I won't sleep all night. I'll be up.
See, I can't do that, bro. Like I don't have like a throw up.
Yeah,
Like
you don't have that gag
a trigger
reflex.
type shit.
Yeah.
I don't have that, bro, because I'll like sit there and feel miserable until maybe I shit it out. You get what I'm saying? But other
Oh,
than
yeah,
like
yeah,
just
see.
puking just to be puking, I
I
can't
think
do
I
that
got a
shit.
gas problem though. I think because my sister, I never forget when my sister was almost a year old. She was crying profusively all fucking night, and it wouldn't stop. And my mom calls the doctor, and the doctor's like, she might be colicky. And colicky is when your body doesn't process gas properly. When your body holds a lot of gas in it. So I think that may run in my DNA because my sister was colicky, and we had to run to Pathmark and go get Cara syrup. And I swear, after
Okay.
like half an hour, the first bottle, she stopped. You know, like, and I noticed
You
with
can start
me,
letting down all that gas and shit.
yeah, like I noticed with me, like if I drink seltzer, Alka-Seltzer, if I drink something hot after I eat something, if 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 I do something, if I do any activity, if I overeat and my stomach hurts and I do any activity to make me sweat or physical, pain goes away. Pain goes away. Once I start moving and physical, because your body's engine starts to warm up and the food and the gas starts to process.
And you moving the shit around in your intestines, so that's what's
Exactly.
making it move towards, you know what I mean, where it needs to go. That's real shit. That's real shit, bro.
Yeah, it's real. Like that's why, like I said, that's why I wanna start my, your body's your temple. So I wanna start treating my body with, I wanna start treating my body better. Like I'm a skinny dude.
I hear you on that. It's just hard for me, bro, because at the end of the day, like I'm a person of like I said, I'm going through right now at my age of 33, bro. I'm going through a lot of things where people are, certain doctors and shit are telling me certain shit, and I can't see myself or find myself to stop doing the things I like to do. You get what I'm saying? Because of the simple fact of
Those are the things
the
that make you happy.
mentality. Yeah, and it's just the simple fact of my mentality, bro. I know, your mentality has to change and it'll change and stuff like that. I understand that, and I've been told that I need to start living for my kids. You get what I'm saying? Like making certain adjustments for my kids to be able to see them in prom and their wedding day and them have kids and
That's
stuff
the
like
bigger
that.
deal.
And that's what I'm trying to put in my brain. You get what I'm saying? Like that's the
I mean,
part
but
where I try to
that'll
keep
you'll do
pushing
it
in my
though.
brain.
You'll with the continuous thought process of that, I believe you'll keep doing it. Because it's really about tricking yourself. It's really about that placebo effect. Like they say, it takes 28 days or 21 days to break a habit. You know what I mean?
But they say the first 3 days. They say the first 3 days are the hardest days.
Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not talking about the hardest, but in general, it'll like this physical and emotional imbalances that happen when you stop doing something that you're always used to doing, and that's the tricking your brain. And the way you trick your brain is that you keep telling yourself the same thing over and over again, what you want from it, and you keep looking at the influences that do it and the people that fucking that do discipline themselves, that are able to to everybody got some shit with them. But when it comes down to it, when there's something that has to be done, there ain't no ifs, ands, or fucking buts about it. You know that shit got to be done. You know, I feel like so terrible. I feel. Pardon me. I wanted to get this off when you said something about your being there for your kids. It struck a nerve in me because I feel terrible when I think about my stepfather. When my sister was alive, you know, he had a heart attack, and when he had a heart attack, he while you know we're telling him in the bed, like, you know, he lost my stepfather. My stepfather's always been a person walking the plank of he don't want to live no more because he's a person that makes dumb choices at times, and it hurts the family. It hurts our family, and when you get to a peak of hurting people too much, yeah, you realize. And sometimes you take it out on yourself. That's a human trait. When you hurt people too much, you end up taking it out on yourself. And when he caught that heart attack, he came out the hospital and the dude was still smoking cigarettes, and he wasn't doing well. Don't want to go to the doctors, and I never forget. Like, I'm looking at him in his eyes, and I tell him, I said, "Nigga, don't you want to be here to watch your daughter walk down that aisle? Don't you want to be here to watch all the fruits of labor of her going through stuff, going to college? She's beautiful. She plays piano. She sings. She plays guitar. She's awesome. Everybody loves her. You gonna tell me that smoking your cigarettes and dying is more important to you than watching this little girl live the rest of her life?" And that's what I hit him with. And I don't know if for the moment he changed, but I know I hit him enough. I know that's always gonna be the point that I was gonna always take with him while she was alive. You know, her not being here, I feel guilty as a human being because I not that I feel guilty. Let me take that back. It's not that I feel guilty. It's that I almost feel my words are canceled because now the only thing I could tell him to live for is my mom, and he hasn't done that from day one. So it's like, for me to think he'll live for my mom now that my sister's dead, I understand his pain, and I can't band-aid anybody's pain. Well, you know, that's your pain. It's your job to band-aid it. It's not nobody. It's your job to fix your pain. It's your job to find out how.
And that's the thing. We gotta try to do it. You get what? And that's like, you know, like I said, I had people, like I had my wife and stuff like that, or my mom and my sister and stuff, tell me like, "Yo, do it for the girls," and I'm like, I understand. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, with me and my mentality, it's so fucked up, bro, because it's like, me being a firm believer in the Lord, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And him getting me here to 33, like, I feel like, me personally, I feel like no matter what comes my way, you get what I'm saying? The Lord is always going to have me, and is designed. If certain things are designed, and whatever age is set, that age is going to be set regardless of if I change now or if I change later or if I ever change. You get what I'm saying? Like that set
There's a
date. You get what I'm saying? Like that set
problem,
date is
the other problem,
just what it is.
You know the only problem that'll not contradict the thought, but the only problem with that is that when you start making that change and you completely stop thinking about when it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. That's when it's supposed to happen. So if you have that thought in your head, I think of that like negative stuff. Negative stuff is always gonna be there. When it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna stop it. It's the stuff that you can control. It's the stuff that you immediately have two hands, mind, body, and soul, control over. And that'll never come through somebody else's emotions. That'll never come through another person. But that'll come through you when you finally realize, like, I got the control to do this. And you do it. And then when you do it, you look back on that other side, and you no longer give it the same power as far as when it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Now the power is, when I want it to happen, it will. It completely changes when you know that you got the power and nothing got power over you. And I think that's something that I'm growing to learn, and you're going to grow to learn and see for yourself as well. Like those things that are, those things are, they're unchangeable. But the things that aren't are the things that we completely have power over, G. And I realize that shit every goddamn day when I don't want to go to sleep and I have to get up and work. And I don't mean the work as my 9 to 5, I mean this. You know what I mean? I realize it every day. I realize it every day when I have conversations with people over the phone and I get appreciation and we got, like right now I got situations going on, but there's nothing that I'm expected to do besides be myself within, because that's all I am capable of doing. I go by out of character, but if anybody knows out of character, I'm everything is okay. If anybody knows out of character, I'm truly everything is okay. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the way I've been making the choices to maneuver, and it has been bringing me nothing but clarity, bro. I haven't got peace yet. I have not got peace. I'll be absolutely honest. I'm rolling into December like the Toro in Six Flags, the wooden roller coaster. You know that motherfucker? That shit fucking shakes and your fucking neck breaks when you fucking go.
Yeah,
that's how I'm
yeah.
rolling into December right now. I'll keep it a buck. But I'm happy, even if I don't got peace. You know what I mean? That means more than anything, because at least I'm not losing the battle with myself. The only thing that steps in front of you is you. The only thing that steps in front of you is you. And
For real.
You know what I mean? Like that's
And I
30,000.
understand that aspect, because it's like, regardless of what, we know the date ain't going to change, or whatever that date is, it's going to happen. You get what I'm saying? And I do have control, you get what I'm saying, over certain shit that I probably should test the waters on seeing if it makes a difference. It probably going, like I said,
Look what
it's
you
not
just
to
did
say,
right now. Look what you just did right
but
now. You know, you know this is being put up, posted. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like look what you did right now. This is you. This is you stepping into an element that isn't natural to. It's natural to you, but it's natural to not your scenery, not what you're like living in right now. You know what I mean? That's the point I try to make to you. That you got that power. It's all you. When you want to do it, you will. You know what I mean? When you want to do anything, you will. You
yeah,
will.
that's true. That's true, because I know myself, and when I get tired of something, I'm gonna. That's when it. You know what I mean? That's when the changes happen. Is when I get tired. You get
Facts.
what I'm saying? But I'm a big person, like you are. I'm a big person of procrastination. You
Oh
get what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? And I'll find every reason in the book to push
I
something
swear
on
to
to the
God, it
next
was
thing, push
everything
something
in
to
the
the next
world,
thing.
bro. Everything in the world. Like I lost my cameraman, right? For undetailed reasons I'll talk about later. But I lost my cameraman and I thought about it. I'm like, damn, I can't do podcasting. I'm like, fuck that. I'm paying my own fucking cameras. I do everything else myself anyway. Figure it out. Like, and
Yeah.
I've been doing it. If you look at the podcast Sunday with V, there was no cameraman there. You know what I mean? Like, I made it happen. You know what I mean? Like, I have really turned around and realized for myself that I may not be the best at whatever I'm doing, but I'm a step ahead of whoever's not. Like whoever's
And you a
not.
step over yourself from when you was yesterday.
Like,
So I
yo,
respect that
I
too.
swear, yo, you know how much time I spend in this back room, bro? And the crazy part about this back room is that, like, when you see it, people see my pictures in my pocket. Like, I got the 3 people that have died in the past 2 years right behind me. You know what I mean? I'm surrounded. I got a hip hop book with the history of hip hop to the left of me. It's like 2 feet by 2 feet. It's a huge fucking hardcover book, so exaggerated. I got a world history book because I love history. I got a big ass TV to my right of me with a PS4 because I love to watch video games and watch fights. I completely put myself in a space where I can just be me. And it gave me the ability to figure shit out to be more. Like, wow. Now I'm looking to be more. Now nothing is enough. Not to say I'm not
Yeah.
satisfied,
You don't
but
even it's just like, yo, I want to see if I can do this. I
I
want
want
to
to
see
see
if
if
I
I
can
can
do
do
that.
that. I want to see if I can do this. I want to see if I can do that. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like this is what passion is. This is what purpose is. I'm the prime example of everything I speak of. So I don't need to ever think that I'm not giving enough, because I perform, I offer conversation, I give my story, I'm transparent, I work hard, I love, and I care. Genuinely, a lot of people don't carry traits like that. Even people within your own family, your own circle, and the people that you feel those ways towards.
Yeah, for real.
I'll be that in a bunch, and I'll also be that motherfucker, because we ain't perfect. I get corrected and checked all the time, and it be from the closest people around me. I get corrected and checked, but no, and yo, if I didn't have the mindset that I had now to be able to take either A, constructive criticism, or B, just listen to somebody. Just just listen to somebody. Even if they're saying something that they may not mean the way they're saying it, if you just listen to them, you can understand for yourself what exactly got them there to bother them. And then you can take it from there if you care. But maybe that's my default. I care about everything and everybody. There's not a lot of things I don't care about until you give me reason not to. But my way of caring is different. I don't always need to be there for you. I don't always need to be around you and chilling with you. Drinking and chilling out all night is not me caring with you. You know what I mean? Like, me and you progressing, you and me having growth conversations on ways that we can be more as individuals and people in our own lives is the way that you carry proper relationships with people. You tell me the 4 people in your corners in your room, and I'll tell you who you are. Come on, man. And all the people that fill up the gaps in between, those make up your character defaults because you let them get in
50 said
between.
that shit. 50 said his grandfather said that shit. Like, you only gonna get as far as the motherfucker that's around you.
Yeah.
For real,
Yeah,
for real.
you
Or
know
some
what I
shit
mean?
like that. He said
It's a
some shit like
fact
that.
though. It's a fact though. Like, and history tells the tale the best. Come on, man. Like, yo, there's a reason why people are a lot nicer now. It's because we killed off all the bad people. We killed off all the bad people. Genghis Khan changed the demograph of China. 60% of China is related to this one man that's been dead for thousands of years. He changed the demograph. He fucked China. You know what I mean? And there was many more people like that were savages, that were raping cousins and uncles and family members, and they had to kill them. They had to kill them because we didn't want that type of DNA to transpire in human civilization. And that's why we're a lot nicer nowadays. People need to realize that about themselves and let go of this barbarian type of fucking mentality that you got. Like, come on, man. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to look at your neighbor and understand his conversation. If you can't, so be it. You can't. But it's not that hard to give a listen. A lot of people, we too consumed in our own worlds. And I don't blame us. I got bills. You got bills. Ain't nobody paying them. So I got to do what I got to do. But you know what a conversation could give you? Fucking perspective. And you know what perspective is valued at? Unvaluable. Because once you change your perspective, you change yourself. Can't put a fucking number on that.
That's true shit, bro.
Yo, G, we're going to cut this. I love you. We're gonna pick this up. We're going to schedule our next one. This is going to be our shit once a week. You and me have these convos. What's good?
I'm down, man. You already know. Son.
Bet.
I'm like that fucking song, my nigga. I'm one call away, my nigga. Just hit me up.
I got you, G. I got you. Fucking, we definitely are. It was a great conversation. Awesome.
Yeah. The next joint, so I want it to be more.
Well, you know, I told you what we do, right? Like I told you, I write. So now from here, I'm gonna write through my week the times that I had with you, because we didn't really get into memories and stories because it's been so long since we seen each other and you've been so far that we haven't even got into like stories and nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and write, and then I know the conversation will take from there because we just went to space and back with no map. You dig? Like, man, and that's what you and me do, though.
It was sporadic, but at the same time, we knew where we was at.
Oh yeah, of course. I think we always know where we at.
Definitely, bro. I just, like I said, I'm gonna have more shit.
I know you will. This is
not even that. It's just what I'm saying is I'm gonna have more shit that I'm trying to get out of my brain. You get what I'm saying? But I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. Not wins and wheres, just how.
Hows and whys?
kind of just how to direct it. You get what I'm saying? To where it doesn't like drift off. You get what I'm saying? Like I want it to be to where I'm giving you something and you like, okay, this is where his brain is at. And I could tell this is something he really want to get off his chest. You get what I'm saying? Like
write it. Writing is your best. Writing is our best. Like, writing is our best tool. Writing things down. If you want to be a person that speaks to people, putting your thoughts down on paper is like, that's the best thing that you could ever do. Nothing can be like. You always get into the intricate places, bro. You always get into the spaces in between. When you write it down, I'm telling you, and that's how you deliver your next message with me when I call you. Watch. You're so turned on, battery, and inspired right now that I guarantee it. Like this is gonna be an epidemic for us. Once, twice, three times a week.
I'm gonna finish doing what the hell I'm doing, bro, and I'm gonna keep, like I said, idle mind is the devil playground and shit. But at the same time, I'm gonna just be sitting here doing what I'm doing, and just running through the brain because that's all I always do anyway.
Facts.
But yo, bro, let me I'm gonna let you go, let you edit that shit, whatever.
Yeah. You already know.
I love you, bro. Keep your head up. Keep doing that shit.
I love you too, Jay. Fucking tranquilo.
And,
I'll talk to you during the week.
All of that good shit. You know what I mean? All that good shit, my nigga.
I got you, Jay.
All right. I love you.
All right, well, love you. Hey, yo. You heard that? Great conversation. That's my man, Jay. Fucking, it's humbling. It's humbling that, I started this podcast, and the first episode I had was somebody that I first met that gave me perspective to know, the people around me are really dope. The people that I keep around me and choose to have conversations with, yeah, they're credited as dope people until otherwise noted. And then to have my next couple fucking podcasts with two people that I've known for years. And if you saw the Edwin podcast, you heard our stories, you heard our laughs. There's so much more to be told. Jay, we didn't even get into our bag. But him, yeah, honestly or truthfully, he's been making this coming creation from the start. Yeah, I shared a lot of times with him, a lot of moments with him, and those are things that I hope you guys give appreciation to. Rolling into the next year, I know New Year's is always funny. That's when you want to show appreciation for who you love and all this blah 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 blah. I get it. I get it with Christmas. I get it. I may be a Scrooge or a Grinch, but I understand. Appreciate everybody in your life, guys. Appreciate your family, no matter who they are. Scumbag, asshole, unless they're fucking child molesters and they touched you when you were younger. Fuck them niggas. Fuck them. Fuck them nasty people. You know what I mean? Yeah, but appreciate the good ones. For the ones that don't step over extreme defaults, like hurting you, appreciate them, love them. They family's only defined by blood. That's why you got the definition of family. It's because it's defined by blood. It's something more when they don't have to be blood related to you, but they mean something to you. So keep that perspective. Keep that in your heart. Lead with love. Spread a little love. Everybody have a good night. And I'm out of here. Everything is okay.
Stop your shit, I'm the shit, just give it up. Everything is okay, even when I'm not.
Time to bring it to the table.